Hi guys, it's Carolyn. I know I haven't even met some of you, but I just wanted to give you a little updates on some of the things that we're working on right now. So I know I've been talking to you about our ARN program, and I've been a little hesitant to move forward with it because we want to name it something different that's more in line with the Takedown Challenge. And so today, Paul and I finally came up with a name that we're comfortable with. We're going to call it Takedown Lifestyle. So TDL. So we have the TDC, which is the Takedown Challenge, and then TDL will be the following program, or the program that you can offer all year round. It doesn't have to be offered only during the Takedown Challenge time. So I will be busy the next day or two just reworking all the pages to reflect the new name, and we'll have new folders made and we'll get that all running. But it's not going to be a really big deal for you, and I'll be able to get you what you need to get it started. So I'm going to show you the program so that you feel comfortable with it. Now, for those of you who are not yet familiar with the Takedown Challenge, just know that we refer to our portions, the size of the food that we give to everybody per meal, a word that we use interchangeably between now the two programs, and that's called units. So units simply means a portion. So, you know, what is Weight Watchers, points, everybody has their description. So again, you're going to get a folder, just like the Takedown Challenge folder. This is our original puzzle piece name of our very, very first program. The program itself hasn't changed, the philosophy hasn't changed, we've improved, but we've never really changed. This is the way that it's always going to be. So just know that I'm going through a folder right now. So the whole left-hand side of the folder, just like the Takedown Challenge folder, Takedown Lifestyle folder, will be a series of pages. We'll have, you know, congratulations, you're on this program, and a brief explanation that we're trying to really work on a lifestyle. We're not trying to teach them how to eat, you know, in a 4-week program and then send them on their way. So that's the whole essence of this, is we're dealing with improving their lifestyle. We're going to have a frequently asked question similar to the one that's in the Takedown Challenge. Right now, depending on the person's body fat percentage, lean body mass, where they are and what their goals are and how quickly we want to get them there, we might break it up into 2 phases. We might break it up into phase 1, which will last 4 to 6 weeks, kind of Takedown Challenge style, as far as how we attack their metabolism with their hour increments in between meals. So the frequently asked question sheets that will come in their packet will reflect the phase 2, which will be the 3-hour. But you can explain to them that their metabolism is so suppressed, so we really want to get you going, and we're going to start a little bit more aggressively on a 4-week plan, and then we'll move you on to the follow-up, the lifestyle one. So you can word it however you want. That's what we do. We, you know, make them really feel that we're giving them something that's unique to them and very special and very formulated for them to get their metabolism to react quickly, and then we'll put them on more of a maintenance where they'll still continue to reach their goals and go toward that, but this is something that will help them to accelerate the pace of that. Same thing again as in the Takedown Challenge, some tips to help them throughout this time period, and all the same questions and answers that you have already in the Takedown Challenge folder. A journaling sheet, same thing. Journaling is a huge part of this program, so we really need them to do that. So what you're going to do is you're going to have them bring their journal and their whole packet to every meeting that you have with them, and I'll go over that in a minute, because you need to see what they're doing. And I even have them email me, like I give them a homework. I say, okay, after we've met now, within 2 days, I want them to send me sample meals using the pack and go sheet on their units. And so I want to see that they know the concepts of the program, because you're not going to see them for about 2 weeks after the first meeting. So you want to make sure that they understand the concepts. So have them send you, email you, however they want to do it. There's little sample meals, so you can talk to them about how they're doing on that, if they hit their mark or if they're off or whatever it happens to be. So journaling, again, very important. Also a goal sheet. I really think goals are a very valuable tool, because goals make it tangible. It gives them something that they're really striving toward, because if and when they start flailing or disappearing, you could say, hey, you know, Sue, remember you had these goals. This is what you came to me and said that you wanted to achieve, and now what's going on, and you can call them on it a little bit. So the goal sheet's a very important tool as well. I'm going to give you a brief explanation to give to them on macronutrients, proteins and carbohydrates and fats, and why they're so important, the hormonal responses that take place when you eat them in conjunction with one another, most importantly, and also the result of what happens when you do or do not eat them in conjunction with one another. So we want to give them just enough information that they feel confident that they're learning something, but I've learned if you give them too much, they just don't care. You'll have 1 in 50 people will really, really want to learn and, nurture those people, but they're very few and far between. You're going to give them a cardiovascular recommendation. You're going to explain to them based on where they are now, where they need to go, what the goal is, how long, we want them to exercise minute-wise, duration for the session, teaching them about the proper heart rate and why it's so imperative for them to try to stay in that 65 to 70% of their maximum heart rate at this point, because we want to burn more fat calories and sugar calories. So you're going to have the information to plug into the sheet for them from me, and then there's a sheet in here that explains what I just said about the heart rate. So we want to explain to them when your heart rate is too high, what kind of quality of calories that you're burning versus when it's too low, the quality of calories that you're burning, or when you're right in your target heart rate zone. So I didn't make this up. This is very scientifically proven that if you want to burn more fat calories, you need to stay between 65 and 70% of your maximum heart rate, and that's based on the person's age, not their activity level, their age. And then just a series of articles, just like in the Takedown Challenge, and all things you'll be familiar with. And this might be a place where you can insert things about your own business and maybe some background that you have, or things about your business, anything that highlights your business would be a good thing to put in there. And maybe even if you've published articles or written things yourself, you can put that in there. So that I'll give you some choices of articles that I like, but then feel free to enhance that or improve that any way that you want. So the logo that I just decided to come up with today is still the Takedown Challenge logo, but I'm going to recreate it a little bit with the TDL, and then instead of challenge, it's going to say lifestyle. So this is a little journal that will also come in their packet. Okay, so you're going to be providing these things, and I'll provide you all the tools, the stickers and all of that with your logo on it. Not in place of the takedown, but your logo should be present on the journal as well. So after you provide me the information about the person, you'll have a sheet that you'll be filling out. So instead of just giving them brief information, you're actually giving them a lot of statistics about themselves. So based on their circumference measurements, I'm going to tell you their current lean body mass, their current accessible fat calories, their body fat percentage, how many pounds of stored fat they have, all of their important stats. And then I have a software program being written right now that when it's completed, you'll have access to be able to plug in their numbers, and then I'm not sure if I'll get the stats back and be able to forward that to you, or if you'll be able to get that yourself. We haven't figured it out because we have to have kind of two different parts to the software, but it's being written now. And every 2 weeks, you need to be able to remeasure and reweigh these people so that you can give them their new stats and make sure that they're going in the right direction. So you'll have all the tools to be able to do that. And then the second page will be what's called a macronutrient report. This is where we're going to break their food and their meals, their overall units down into grams, and then smaller unit meals throughout the day, just like the Takedown Challenge. For a 10-unit person, for instance, they have a 2-unit breakfast, a 3-unit lunch, a 2-unit afternoon snack, and a 3-unit dinner. So if we're going to hit it at the 4 meals 4 times a day, then that's how it's going to be laid out for them. But because you can individualize this for the person, if this person tells you, because they were going to fill out paperwork for you that I'm going to provide you, and they never eat breakfast, or they eat their biggest meal of the day at breakfast, or they don't eat dinner, whatever it happens to be, you can tweak the units to match the person. So I'm going to tell you what I think that they should be doing based on what you provide to me as far as their sample of their day. But you might find that it just doesn't work for that person, and you need to have the confidence to be able to move those units around a little bit here and there, to be able to meet that person more on an individual basis instead of just being so rigid with the program. So this would be phase 1, and then I'll provide you with another sheet that would be their phase 2, and that might be eating 5 times a day every 3 hours. So more traditional breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, or something along those lines. Okay, so they're gonna get it 2 different phases broken down for them if they need it. I had a person just signed up the other day. He's very lean. He doesn't need to eat 4 hours 4 times a day because he doesn't have enough body fat percentage. So he didn't go into the 2 phases. He went straight into eating 5 times a day. He just needed to learn how to eat. And then I have a whole page full of protein style smoothies. And it's the full recipe of all of these drinks. This is not a portioned out sheet. This is just the actual recipe of, gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11 different drinks that they can make. And then this sheet, this is a double-sided sheet. This is the portions that pertain to the recipes. So the orange sheet is all of the recipes and all the ingredients, and the blue sheet is broken down for the same smoothies in 2, 3, 4, and 5 unit portions. So they have the ability to make a ton of different smoothies right from the very beginning, and most people will want to do that at least for one of their meals a day. So you're really providing them a great tool. And they can make them for their family too. Kids love these drinks, so remind them of that. Then we have the same meal replacement bar option sheet, which actually I think I might be updating pretty soon. There's some new bars out there. I went to the Natural Food Expo here in Los Angeles area, and wow, it was just amazing. There were some fabulous new products out there that far surpass some of the ones that are even on our list. So I'll be probably updating this very soon. Same thing, the pack and go chart. Our new Takedown Challenge people don't know what this is yet, but you will shortly. This is a pack and go sheet. The front's giving them information, and the back is everything in the 1 unit portions. The protein column, the carb column, and the fat column. So you're going to sit with these people and you're going to help them put little meals together. And they don't have to write them down. That's their homework for you, but you can